Alright, so working on part of the restoration of this Avion, and previously, this whole range hood was full of dirt dauber nests, as you can see. This hood's either going to get replaced or I'm going to refinish it. But this fan hadn't ran in at least 20 years because it was full of dirt dauber nests. Got it set up, ready to go. Got it actually moving properly. And after it ran for a little bit, it started smoking, kind of as I figured it would. So, new fan is on the way. It's going to get wired in with that. The bulb was blown. Alright, phone call. The bulb was blown, and you can tell sometimes with these types of bulbs that if they're just hazy like that, they probably got too hot. So, replace that. Had some leftover 921 LED bulbs in my trailer, that seemed to be doing the job pretty well. And there was a crap load of them too, so the second I saw that I had previously ordered that, I went, oh crap, I can just use that. So, this fan blade, it's still a fan blade, doesn't need to be replaced really, whereas this is past its service life. Whenever you turn it on, it starts smoking. If it's not already moving, but you could have it where if it's moving, you can't really see it or see the smoke because it's going into the vent and going outside the camper. So, ordered a 250 CFM or cubic foot per minute motor. That's the same dimensions with the fan blades. That should be here 2 days from now. And that'll get wired in, like I said, with this. That's already set up, good to go. And then, let's see. I think that should be it for this range vent. Aside from getting this clean, may try and replace this plastic piece right here, just so it's clean and you can see the light better. But may also wind up putting a piece of HVAC, like foam filter material, up in there just to keep anything from getting in here further. That way the camper itself is sealed off a little bit better. I think it's a kind of crappy design from the factory, if that is how it came from the factory. It could have actually had some foam in there, and then somebody took it out and then just didn't put it back in. All the other stuff on the camper, all the lights work now. I got all those replaced. There was originally some cool white lighting in here. It was just completely these, and to me, it's just not really a comfortable tone. Or what do they call it? Comfortable temperature. I got all of these switches working, except for this one, which I'm not really sure. Wait, what? Is that what that's supposed to be for? That's weird. Huh. Anyways, apparently this switch right here is something like that. I don't know if the low thing is meant to be for that. I'm assuming the wiring for it is set up the same way as this. So you have the low and the high setting, or I'll just show it. So on these types of lights, you have low, which is just one, and then high. So have that on, and then I guess this switch itself is just locked up. This should be a 3-way rocker if I'm not mistaken, but it's only wired up as a 2. So I'm assuming that's just meant to have that be on or off, so I may wind up replacing this rocker switch just so it works properly. But I got all the indirect lighting working in here with this switch, and the indirect lighting is also tied into the porch interior and exterior lights, as well as the hitch, which is good because you can control all of this from this panel right here. From there, speaker system works. It's currently hooked into the Bluetooth on the phone because I replaced the head unit. The original one, I would have loved to be able to keep it, but it was just messed up and too far beyond repair. So now this is set up. There's a battery hooked up outside, but the battery's completely toast. I'm probably going to put 1 or 2 more batteries in there soon, but whenever it's hooked up to 110 volts, it's always going to read as good because it's always charging. These, I ordered some bulbs to go into those because they're not just regular 1157s, they're 1176s, and the difference between that with the difference between an 1157 and an 1176, an 1157 is going to have the posts on either side, but they're going to be different heights. So you can kind of see how they are 2 different heights on that bulb versus like an 1156 style bulb is on the same height. So an 1176 is essentially an 1157 bulb that has these nubs on the same height. That's basically just meant for interior, like 12 volt interior light bulbs. But all these lights work now, and I got the bathroom bulbs working as well. I prefer a cool white for the bathroom, but we do also still have, as I call them, the Hollywood lights. I'm going to be replacing all these cabinet latches. And then we have Turbo sleeping on the Bucky's blanket. Anyways, thanks for watching. You guys have a good day.